meteorologist Chris Boone.
So if you were watching during the 6 o'clock show, we were talking about some of those thunderstorms that were developing in towards Oklahoma. That was that same cell that ended up spawning that tornado as it moved into the central parts of Oklahoma. And we did see a little bit of activity closer to the Concho Valley, but not quite in the Concho Valley. We actually saw a little bit of a thunderstorm develop in towards the Abilene area. So if you were looking off towards the north at around sunset, it goes to about 8 p.m. You might have seen one of those thunderstorms just sitting off the horizon. Still, that thunderstorm is about 80 miles off towards the north, but it's still made for a fairly nice picture. As you kind of see, it actually produced some hail in towards the Abilene area and then began to push off towards the east. But you actually see it split with this cell, so you can actually see it kind of moving in over to the Abilene area while the other half of it basically kind of drifts off towards the north. So it's really interesting to see one of those supercells end up splitting like that right as it moved over Abilene. Nothing for us here in the Concho Valley, unfortunately, as far as any rain concern was. And again, it doesn't look like we'll see any more storm activity through the rest of this evening, but very similar setup going in towards tomorrow. We'll see that cloud coverage through the early morning and into the afternoon hours. By maximum heating, about 3 to 4 p.m. That's where you see the maximum heat. That's when we can start to see some of those thunderstorms develop again. 1 or 2, and it really wouldn't take a whole lot to see one of those supercells develop in towards our area. As those storms do develop in towards the afternoon and evening hours, they will push off further towards the southeast and then start to clear out of the Concho Valley as you get in towards the later evening period, in towards the overnight hours. Things will settle down as most of that rain pushes off towards the east and out of the Concho Valley. And then that front will move through and start to kind of clear things up as far as the cooler temperatures. So again, Thursday, the chance for some severe weather, especially in towards our southeastern parts of the Concho Valley. So areas like Brady, Mason, and Menard, again, could be seeing a couple of those thunderstorms that can hear a rumble of thunder. Biggest concern is going to be the large hail as well as some damaging wind with those thunderstorms. Wind still fairly breezy right now out of the south across the area. Still seeing those gusty conditions, gusts up to 30, 35 miles per hour in some parts of the Concho Valley. Seeing a gust of 33 here in San Angelo, 31 out in Mertzen, 27 for Big Lake. So those winds still persisting despite sunset. We'll see those winds continue into the overnight hours and in towards tomorrow. Still going to continue out of the south, and that's going to keep those temperatures a little bit on the warmer side. 70s right now for most of the Concho Valley. A pair of 7s for Coleman, Ballinger here in San Angelo, 77 degrees, 75 in El Dorado, and Sonora also at 75 degrees. We looked at our Cactus Cam, or again, we'll show you this thunderstorm that ends up popping up right there, just looking off towards the northeast. That was up in towards the Abilene area. We were able to see it on our Cactus Cam. Now that we've gotten past sunset, though, for the most part, mostly clear skies. Still a few passing clouds here and there, but the temperatures still hanging on into those 70s, 60s in our dew point, 62. So very humid out there. Those winds out of the south still breezy, 21 miles per hour. Temperatures the last 24 hours did reach up into the upper 80s and low 90s and cooled back down into the 60s last night. This pattern expected to continue one more day as we go in towards your Thursday. So not expecting a major change for our temperatures. We'll drop down into the 60s, still hanging on to the breezy conditions. And then tomorrow, warming back up into the upper 80s, low 90s, and the thunderstorms still possible into the far eastern parts of the Concho Valley. Though I think a little bit better of a chance. I think we could bump it up to about 20% chance of seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms. That'll really see better chances into the eastern parts. That'll start to push off as that frontal system makes its arrival, clearing things out for us on Friday as well as Saturday. Then we'll see a little bit of a return to some of those rain chances by Sunday, a little bit more widespread. That's going to linger into Monday and Tuesday as well, though not as widespread by Tuesday. So again, I think Sunday is going to be a better chance of picking up some of that significant rain. Cooler air on the way. That'll be making its arrival on Friday, and it's going to linger into the state of Texas for most of the week ahead, most of the weekend, and going into the beginning of next week. So again, if you're enjoying those cooler temperatures, consider yourself winning. And if you wanted to, a little bit more winning with the weather always going on, it's just good in towards next couple of weeks. For grabs, $150 gift card to HEB. All you got to do is go to our website, ConchoValleyHomepage.com, and enter for your chance to win. And who could be winning? Well, that could be you. All you got to do is go to our website and check it out. And again, we'll see that cold front make its arrival on Friday. Temperatures dropping down into the 60s and 70s to roll into the weekend.
Weather Prize is provided by Service Master by Texas Best.